Hi guys. I'm going to try to explain the auroras, how they work, how they really work, because obviously the Earth is concave and there's glass in the sky. And the glass acts like a vacuum tube, like a vacuum chamber, like a plasma ball that contains plasma, in which solar radiation is hitting the geomagnetic radiation of the Earth. I think the Earth has a metal rind to it. I think that this metal rind is slightly tilted. I believe, let's put my lightweight program, the cutaway of it I believe that the continental and the oceanic plates were formed over the metal rind, over the water. I believe there's a layer of water that's sandwiched in here. And Scripture says in Job 26 that I stretched the north over the empty place. I also believe that it was stretched over the south as well, where this area is just plate. There's no metal there. So the continental plates, the sedimentary rock was created by the water. And so it's stretched over. I don't believe there's really any, I mean, there might be some little pinholes here and there in the north and the south, but I believe it's been covered over like that with water. Now if I grab the little lip here, the metal lip, you can see the auroral zone. Okay, it's also tilted, right? The magnetic north pole, magnetic south pole, or the geomagnetic north pole and south pole, they're tilted, so they're not going to be exactly in line with the true north, the true geographic north, or the geographic south. They're going to be slightly, it's about 10 to 11 degrees, so let's just tilt it a little like that. So now you can understand why there's a difference, why the auroral zone, it doesn't line up perfectly with the geographic north and south. And so this auroral zone, actually I tilted it the other way, it's like over Canada. Let me quickly tilt that the other way. There we go. There we go. So it's tilted like that. It's also interesting that the poles are flat, right? Well, that would make sense. If it was stretched over with sedimentary rock that created the plates, there's no metal there, so I mean the poles of the Earth are flat, right? So this auroral zone, okay, it's just mimicking the opening of the metal rind. This is my theory. And this magnetism of the metal Earth, the metal rind of the Earth, it's coming out from the north, it's going around the outside of the Earth, and it's coming right back up, shooting back up north like that. There's declination within the Earth, magnetic declination. That's like these vertical, semi-vertical lines going throughout the Earth that are caused by a deviation of the vertical magnetic flux. So the continents, there's stuff in the continents, whether it's metal or whether it's changing the direction slightly of the magnetic deviation, which wants to go perfectly vertical. So the sunlight within the Earth, here's the sun's rays. During the auroras, the end of the sun's rays, the auroras happen like in the cold in the wintertime or getting close to the wintertime. So let me just tilt that sun a little bit down. Like that. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Tilt it down a little bit. Okay. Now, the end of the rays are going to interfere with the auroral zone, the magnetic activity coming up from the lips, from the metal lips of the rind of the Earth. Okay, it's not the magnetosphere, the glass sky. It's causing the vacuum, creating the plasma, creating the nitrogen and the oxygen. There's still a little bit, it's not a complete vacuum, so there's still some nitrogen and oxygen above the glass, which is creating the striations, this interference, the solar wind, the end of the curved rays of the sun interacting with the magnetic flux of the lips of the metallic rind of the Earth. That's how I believe. So this metal, it's shifting, it's moving, it's the water that's sandwiched between, or the oil that's sandwiched between, is shifting. So you have the inside of the Earth, heaven, it's staying perfectly vertical. Okay, it's not shifting whatsoever. But this outer metal rind is, over the years, okay, the magnetic North Pole is moving every once in a while. So that's what I believe is happening. That's how I believe the auroras are happening. Auroras happen in this state, within a vacuum, with glass. Glass acts as the insulation, the insulator. So it blocks all these rays, the solar radiation, and it creates the striations like that. Don't let them tell you differently. Talk to you later.